everyone. As promised, thought I would do a little bit of something where I make something rather than just show you something that's completed. So I'm on a bit of an adventure really, because I don't know if this is going to work. I don't know if it's not going to work. But going to give it a go and see what happens. So I'm going to be making a Halloween themed journal, one of my mini ones. And I just thought it might be fun to see if I can make some kind of maybe sort of orangey paper. Now I've got coffee dyed paper, tea dyed paper. I've got some purpley stuff. I've got inks and stuff that I've made that with, and I'll show you all of that when I make that journal up. But I thought it might be fun to have a little play with a Distress Oxide ink stamp that I've got and see if I can use it to, excuse me, dye some paper. So I don't know if this is going to work. I have absolutely no idea whether this is going to work, but I've seen this technique done before where somebody had like an ink stamp, because I don't have an ink spray in orange. So I thought I've got this one. So I've seen something done where they get this and they kind of put it on a surface and then they press the paper onto the surface. So I thought I would give that a try. It is a Distress Oxide, so if I spray water on it, it's going to definitely activate the ink more. So I thought it might be worth a try. So what I've got here is just some ordinary baking parchment, just to put the ink down on. I don't know, let's see what happens. So I'm just going to sort of smear some of the ink over it. Now the paper will move. I've tried to sort of pin it down as much as I can, but not very successfully, as you can see. So that's the orange ink, and I've just got some ordinary printer paper that I thought I'd just try and just press it down on it and see what happens. Okay, so we kind of get a bit of orangey sort of stuff on it. That's quite cool, but I wonder what will happen if we put a little bit more orange on. And spray a teensy bit of water. See what that does. So let's see what we get with that. I'm obviously going to get loads of orange ink all over me. That's the law. Okay. That kind of orangey. Let's see what that looks like. Well, that's quite cool. So what I'll do is I'll put another piece of paper on top of this, just so that I can press it down and get the bottom of that paper. Orangified. So I'm going to just take off the top one and keep that, because that's going to have a bit of orange on it. And then it hasn't really put a lot onto the back. So let me just have a think and just see what we're going to do with that. Let me just put a bit more orange. I think there's probably still enough water there. And then put that onto the back so that we've still got the back. And we use this again to press it down. Sometimes I think it might need just a little bit of extra ink on it to kind of keep it activating. Okay, so now we've got like that's quite cool. I like that quite a lot, actually. So let's just put that to one side. And now I'm just going to a bit more orange. water. And then just try it on this again and see what we get. Yeah, I like that. I like that quite a bit. It's because the paper underneath, the baking parchment, will start to wrinkle, and it's almost making like a wood type of effect. This is almost like a tree bark. So this would be a great idea to do if you were going to make a an enchanted forest type journal, or you wanted to do an autumn journal, anything where you were wanting to sort of do some tree, is that a word, design. So that's really cool. Really, really cool. I like it a lot. I like it a lot. Excellent. That's good. I'm just going to take that, and I just want to move up a little bit onto the top bits. So I just feel like there's not much happening up on the top of the paper. I always end up trimming my papers because I'm making mini journals at the moment, so that it's not a problem to me that it's not right up to the edges. But if you wanted to completely cover the whole A4 piece of paper, if you were making a bigger journal, you're going to fold A4 in half and make sort of A5 pages. You'd want to make sure that you were going right up to the edges. Doesn't matter to me because I'm only making the small journals, so that's not so much of a problem. Yeah, so now we've got a bit more going on there. Cool, they're really interesting. So just to finish off, I'm just going to do one more sheet. But as we're here, maybe just put, I really rarely use this. This is called Festive Berries. So I wonder what this would be like if I mixed this in it a bit. Let's see. Let's see what happens. I mean, you could do this with all kinds of different colours, couldn't you? You really, really could. And because I don't use the whole sheet, you can use up, if you've got paper that has come out of the printer, because it's, you know, just done a print test or something, you could use that paper. Just use it up because you don't need to have a whole sheet. Cool. So I want to, I'm going to go a bit crazy. So I'm going to put a bit more orange. Just scatter it all over the place. We've already got the red in there, and I just wonder whether it would be fun to put a bit. So where's the last one you go to, isn't it? And I actually still haven't found it. So there must be, my brown must be somewhere else in the drawer, I'm guessing. Yep, there it is. So I'll just put some dabs of brown across it as well and see. Try and get the shape of the pad out of it a little bit. See what happens if we put a bit of brown. And I squirt a little bit more water. This could be very messy, or it could be very cool. Who knows? That's the good thing. You just don't know whether you're going to get a mess or whether you're going to get something really, really cool. Let's go here and see what we get. Yucky yuck. So that's not bad either. Because I'll probably just use that part of it. Cool. Excellent. Well, I'm just going to leave those to dry and we'll see how they end up. But hopefully you've enjoyed that little. It's only short and sweet. But I just thought it would be fun to try a different experiment with you. Thanks ever so much for watching, and I'll see you all next time. Bye for now.